Good morning, everyone, and good time zone, depending on where you are, and good day when you are watching this. It is November 22nd. Here we are for the final town hall of the year. We've got a lot of announcements. Have been really excited and hyped to get to this day. Uh, so, why wait? Let's get to it. First, I want to say, thank you all who made it in here, and thank you if you are watching this on the recording. Um, I can never thank everyone enough. We have had another amazing year. We've done great things. We're always, hitting new bars and hitting new heights with each other and having great conversations, whether they're beyond the nerd things or things as deep as the Force. And that's what we truly need in this community to bring us closer together. And I'm glad that we are definitely, doing that. And we're getting to know each other more on, deeper levels, not just, over Zooms and in chats, but, meeting up more in chapters or, increasing and people are doing more to engage with each other face to face. That's always been a big thing for me. And I know that's a big thing for, in IJF, because yes, we do, communicate and connect, on the internet, but we live in the real world. And so that's where we have to keep these connections growing with each other just as well. All right. So here we go in it. We are Master Sedanaku is not here today. But so I will be taking over her spot and talking about awesome accomplishments in the education department. Um, the semester one is over. The semester one is over, but that doesn't mean that the work is finished because a Jedi's job is never done. We always know that the three pillars of the Jedi path is the Force, self-discipline, and knowledge. So just because we're getting a little bit of knowledge doesn't mean that's all there is. We still have semester two to come up in January, but again, everyone that made it through, we do want to highlight and talk about what they did, how they made it through. We're so proud of them. For people who have made it through the live portions, Bodhi, or as maybe Gabe know in Chicago, they know him as Marshawn. He has made it through the live. Jason in the UK has made it through the live. He's in the Jedi Britannia chapter. Jedi Relia, she has made it through. Mer just came through. That's right. Yes, shout out to Mer. Mer has came through. Jedi Mer has made it through the live as well. And Jedi Solazar, we see you. Bam, you were right there. You made it through. Go ahead, throw your hands up. You made it through. Be happy about it. Yes, yes. See, and that's not no quit right there. I mean, he started last time and he came through, so I'm making it through this time. Proud of that. That's what I like to see. In the solo portion of the Secret Path program, Night Archer made it through already. They're rolling. I'm going to say they're in Chicago to meet up with Gabe in Chicago Jedi. So again, we'll take a minute. Everybody can unmute for a second so we can do a big clap for everybody. Man, I'm proud of you guys for making it through.
Woo!
Yes. Yes. Awesome. That's always awesome. Okay, so we got to give each other a pat on the back. But again, it's not over yet. Semester two will be starting in January. Gosh, I'm horrible on it. January 8th. That is Thursday, January 2 will be starting. If you are not finished with semester one, you get all of your credits in, get everything done. You have until then. If you're not done with semester one, you will not be able to go into semester two. Semester two, I mean, everything about it is great, but semester two, I have to say, is my favorite part. That's where we get into a lot deeper and heavier topics. We talk about the Jedi virtues, and of course, my specialty. We talk about the Force. I am doing a Force class, so we will be talking about a lot of things in Force. And anyone who has talked to me off on the side, or in chats, or in phone, or in Zoom, know that when it comes to the Force, I can go on all day about my my.
Oh no.
And I got kicked.
Hold on, you're freezing on my end.
Am I back?
I think so. Maybe
Okay. You think so? Do you see me? Am I
yes.
talking?
You're not breaking up anymore.
Okay. So we're back again. Like so when it comes to force, I can go in all day. So like I said, if you have not made it through semester one, finish. So that's the only way you'll be allowed in semester two. For people who have already made it through, whether you be students, masters, knights, apprentices, please come through because you know just as much as I do. Every time we teach these classes, a change every year because there's new perspectives brought in, there's new things to be said. Each teacher changes from year to year. So just because, let's say Karina sees one thing one way, another teacher may see it another, and that is what makes this program so great and why it keeps growing each year. It's not just something static. It is something that is constantly getting, bigger and growing and better because of all of us that are putting into it. So, all right. Well, I'm actually going to pass the mic over to Jedi Knight Adastrea. She's got more big announcements that I'm really excited about too. So take it away.
Hey, hi everybody, Knight Adastrea or Jedi Knight Adastria. I'm the director of community, so I like to try to get together with y'all. We do have a lot of new upcoming events that we'll be talking about, but what I am talking about today is the changes to the server that are going to be happening. They officially will be going live like November 30th, that weekend. But I'm really excited for all these upcoming changes that were really inspired by the community and Discord or IGF having a Discord is relatively new. It's been, I think, only about a year or two that we've had it. So since then, we have grown a lot. The needs for the community have changed, and the way people communicate also has changed. And what we were getting a lot of feedback on is that some of the channels, the way these were set up, it was making it difficult to discuss or keep up with conversations. So I did get a bunch of feedback in the chat, and I talked to multiple people to see what kind of things they would like. And so, this is basically our little baby that we created together because I definitely want to make sure that you guys understand that you guys make this community what it is. Sophia liked to say you guys are the lifeblood, and I really like that saying because we really are here to serve our community and serve you guys. So I'm really excited for these changes. I'm gonna share my screen so I can just kind of show you visually what some things that are going to be changing and some things that are be adding. But I really created a space to highlight it being like a little bit of a temple or a little area where we can come and gather and talk about all these different topics. Because as we know, as Jedi love to talk, and there's a lot we can share all the time. So now we will have a bunch of space to talk about all of our different interests. So let me share here my screen. All right. This I guess to kind of warn you guys is gonna change because once it goes live, the way things are gonna be settled in there are gonna be different, but I'm gonna just show you sections as to what's gonna be up and coming and changing. But we are gonna be retiring certain sections like the general forum that currently exists. Then people try to use it to try to have different types of conversations or different sections, but the main feedback that we would be getting is that people change the conversation, so it's really difficult. So we are going to be archiving these two sections. So if you have stuff in there, I would just recommend to have it or save it just to have it with you. I think the goal right now is just to archive it, but still have access to it, but just not be able to interact with the stuff that's in there. But there's a lot of good stuff in there. There's a lot of, like I said, we've been running the Discord for about a year and a half, so there's a bunch of conversations that and interesting topics in there that no longer are active. So we're going to be retiring it. But one of the best things that came out of this also came from one of our apprentices. Um, they started an appreciation forum that a lot of people love to interact with. So we will have a section in that, but let me just start showing you a little bit here. So we are going to start having more games and challenges for our community. There's a bunch of people in our community that love playing games. So we're hoping that this section can help you organize with others so you guys can play together. There's already a bunch of people now that get together to play chess. They are challenging each other and they'll write in the chat like good game. Right now, there's always intense battles between Sophia and who are your challengers? Because I see you guys in there all the time. Let me see here. Yeah, see, Mandaman's in here. Good game.
Aether's always
Yeah,
putting up a good fight. Arc Mars is always putting up a good fight. I haven't seen Arc Mars in a couple days, but Mondamon has been punching me in the mouth a few good times. And I know uh, Apprentice Bodhi, with Antoine. He has been, I mean, you see CM Punk on there. He has been just DDTing me left and right, and I love it because again, you can't
yeah,
grow unless someone is like
yeah.
challenging you. And yeah, he's. I think our game score at the moment is probably like me 3 wins, and he's probably at 12 at the moment. So he's, but I keep coming back. I keep coming back.
But yeah, so they have a bunch of fun with that. So we're hoping to continue having that and organize game nights. I added this little new feature because I like doing stuff, but we're gonna be having something called little photo missions. So things I'm gonna have like little prompts so that you can go and look out in your environment. So there's a couple little things like that that are gonna be included, and of course, all of this is just like a moving space. So as things come up or interests come up, these will also change. But we'll have a library section that's official where we'll have Gabe do his like book clubs. We currently have adventure journals where the apprentices and knights can have these little sections. Sacred texts is in there too, which basically are reviews from books that knights have or anybody that's read that they feel is connected or important to the Jedi path that they would like to share. Um, and then we do have sections already for like Chicago Jedi, Surge, Jedi Britannia chat rooms, but the more exciting parts is down here, and that's why I said the layout's going to change because that's what's going to replace the forum. But we're gonna officially have an area called the Rebel Commons, where we're gonna have a thread, which that was also inspired by Darcy, who is always dripping with a very fantastic Jedi garb. But I'm hoping to have an area where people who do love to be able to work on their garb, have templates, if they want to share what they've used to create their own garb, or for people who love to, like Dan, who loves to share how they've created certain uh how they make like the Jedi belts. There's all sorts of different creative way that people make their garb all the time. So I'm hoping that this area will help facilitate people sharing the type of information. So here, yeah, he'll be where people can share like progress of their own stuff. Oh, like Tragomite also made really cool boots that I've never seen anybody create their own Jedi boots. But yeah, I'm hoping they can share that space in here. And then there's going to be like other little areas in there. Like if you're not working on something like that, if you just want to share what your art piece that you're working on, or there's a lot of creative people in here. There's some poems that come out of the community, like if you want to share it there. And we're always going to have a little selfies. We're going to have a little area for our selfies, and people can share that. But what I'm really most excited about is going to be these upcoming areas where we're going to have areas specific to exploring spiritual arts. People who want to talk about meditation methods or breath work or some sort of spiritual practice that they're currently um, exploring. And here in Defense, we're gonna start having some different discussions regarding what martial arts maybe people are using, or what kind of what kind of like boundary work um, you're currently practicing, because that to me is one of the ways that you can learn to safely or defend yourself. And there'll be different areas now more that reflects more the compass, so that there are different sections to discuss those areas. A physical art is still going to be around. But I did create a space here because right now there's a lot of Jedi who are doing amazing things with their fitness journey. So I did want an area to have to be able to celebrate those things. Maybe not just numbers, but like maybe mobility is better and maybe certain things feel better. So I wanted an area that we could also celebrate each other and our goals there. And then scholarly art is kind of the same where there's so much knowledge in this community. If there's like an area your expertise, you want to share that knowledge, please, this will be the space for you to share that. So like if you know how to make certain something and you want to have the breakdown and you want to share that knowledge, that could go there. And one of the newer places too is going to be the Forge. We're going to have a specific lightsaber space. So I'm really excited about that because we do have a lot of lightsaber enthusiasts in our community. So we are going to have an area where you can specifically share your sabercraft builds. So if you are creating your lightsaber from scratch, you want to share your process, what you're doing, that's going to be in there. I've created a few forums just to get the space started, but that's where that'll go. And we do also have a lot of people who do lightsaber flow. So we're going to have a space for that. So you can share your own videos on that. And there is a separate area for the lightsaber duelists. So that way people who do meet up, because Sophia is one of those people that goes around challenging people looking for that competition. But for those recordings, those can go in there. And our community is really beautiful that they will share thoughts and ideas of what they can work on or how to get better or how any sort of uh, what's the word? Um, there's a word that is nicer, but like criticism, healthy comments.
Critique.
But yes, thank you. So that'll be in there, but I'm just really excited for that space. Because there's just so many people who love the lightsaber community, and I think this will be a nice little area so that we can split that up in certain sections and we can nerd out about it. And then at the bottom, we're going to have a little community care section where there's going to be a new area for support. That way you can opt in because as life happens, heavy things do happen, and we did want to have a space where you can go in there and talk if you need people to listen or just share the burdens that'll be there. And this is where I put the new appreciations forum. That way we can just continue to express any sort of gratitude or any sort of kindness that you witnessed. And then I did also include a space for like just encouragement. I think every so often there's things that you're challenging that you just want a little bit of a hype. So you can go in there and just share what's going to be coming up and how you would prefer or wish someone can kind of just hype you up for a little bit. And we will have a little resource area here at the bottom where if like you're looking for somebody to help you beef up your resume, like I've been saying, this community is filled with so many talented people. So if you're like looking for help, you need some sort of resource, maybe someone in our community can help. So this is where we could collectively try to come together to help each other find resources. And then there is an area down here at the bottom for crisis resources for more serious asks. We still are a community, we're peer supporters, but we definitely want to make sure that we link up to professionals when they are needed. But that's pretty much all the updates on here. The onboarding process is still ongoing. I can't really figure that one out until all of these new changes go live. But I'm excited. That way, the integrating to Discord is hopefully a little bit more easier. and that way we can communicate a little bit easier. And I'm hoping this will facilitate longer conversations because I think um, it'll break down conversations to sections and people can come in later and join when you can and jump into the conversations a little bit easier. But yeah, overall, I'm just excited. I'm really excited for all the topics that are in there and the way things can go. But I think overall, it'll help us continue to learn, expand that knowledge, and connect as a community. And I'm excited for all of that. But those are all my general announcements for the server as of right now. Um, like I said, those things will be going live that weekend of November 30th. And so we'll kind of see all of those changes heading into December. But yeah, I'm just really excited for all of that. But yeah, any questions regarding any of that stuff before we move on to the next topic? All right. Cool. Then the next is exciting news from Sophia about the newest chapters.
Yes, very exciting. Again, I'm really excited about the Discord. I think I already saw like the sneak preview again before even this, and I was like already wanting to chat in there and already say stuff. So I already got. I've said lately I have a lot to say about a lot of things lately, so quite a lot of love on my chest. But this is even, and this makes me very happy. This makes me very proud, because one of my main goals as since I came on as IGF president was to truly aim to build up our offline chapters. And so every time we get one, I am just through the moon. I get excited because then that means, I'm hitting goals, my vision is coming, everything is aligning. And so we have a new chapter. IJF has a new chapter. We have a new group that's coming on. And if you guys all know him, Jason Fackler, Jedi Knight Jason Fackler, aka the Redneck Jedi, aka Knight of the Blue Grass. He is the new chapter lead of Knights of the Bluegrass. His second will be Archer. I was Archer Gento. And yeah, I am just very excited that they are back on. If you guys know him, he used to be a huge part and lead Kentucky Jedi, but now again, Knights of the Bluegrass. So we just new things, big things all around. If you are close to the Kentucky region, definitely get in contact with them. They are very heavy when it comes to the lightsaber competitions, lightsaber sparrings. That's not all they do, but that is one of their main focuses. And so again, I'm gonna have to do a big clap. I'm very happy for them. I'm very happy that is a part of IJF. And of course, you know me. If you say you have a lightsaber, I'm coming to find you. So I will be going to Kentucky and I'm gonna fry things up like chicken over there. So yes, like that just brings me all the joy in the world. Yeah, so I know right now Jason Fackler is at work, so he'll be seeing this recording later. And just congratulations. Congratulations, guys. I'm very happy for you guys. Um, yeah, so that is that. Like I said, I can't beam and smile any bigger than that one. That
On
makes my
that note,
day.
I did want to also shout out a few things that Chicago Jedi has been doing. This year we ended up doing a bunch of, or Gabe, did you want to talk about the events that you did in the recent Shy Tag stuff real quick?
Yes, yes, yeah. About a couple weekends ago, yeah, we had a great event at our annual Shy Tag. That's the Chicago Toy and Game Fair, and we were so excited that well, we're always excited to return to the venue and just to do a lot of lightsaber training to all the young kids who come through, and even some of the older kids, aka adults who go through, because that's really all we are. We're just like just bigger kids, and just to have just the space to just teach everybody on how to handle a lightsaber, but also use that as a jumping off point on like we don't just do lightsabers, that this is also a way to follow just the entire Jedi path. And there's a philosophy, and we got a lot of new and interesting folks who were saying like, "Oh yes, that sounds more like what I want to do." So I'm very excited about that. Everybody has been stepping up. Dan has been great at organizing the whole event, and Churchill definitely did his share in training. He actually overdid it, and so still want to give a big shout out for that because again, your learning curve there has been astronomical. Like from the first time to doing it to now, like you are like a master teacher basically, and when it comes to talking with the kids. So fantastic job. I just wanted to give that shout out. Yeah, so it's just
Thank
always
you.
fantastic to do these things.
Yeah, thank you. And did you want to talk a little bit about Surge and the recent event you guys had?
Absolutely, because if we're going to talk about events now, we gotta, go in a little competition there. But so I'm gonna go with Jedi Britannia first, because again, I gotta represent for Darcy. Jedi Knight Darcy is at work. They are not able to make it, so I gotta, talk it big for them. But I think Aether made it in, so they can throw in a big what's up. They had their events not long ago. They met up. I was very happy to see that Jedi Stanislator made it there. I know they were like a little nervous about about style and things, so we were always talking about the lightsabers and stuff, and so I'm glad they made it. I'm happy, absolutely, again, over the moon that Jedi Britannia is growing. They have events coming up. I'll be talking about their events coming up soon. So yeah, they're knocking about out the park too. And then when it comes to Surge, we were actually in, I mean, the beautiful, beautiful mountains of North Carolina. We did a camp out event. It was great. There was vegan marshmallows. What more can you ask for? We did the Labyrinth of Release. I know some of you guys may have seen that video on that. Oh, it was just so beautiful. Cole made it out. Jedi Dakin made it out. Claire was there. I was there, and just, I mean, the Force was there. So, I mean, what else is to ask for? Um, we also Surge also acquired a jump castle. Yes, we acquired a jump castle. So next year we're gonna definitely be having some fun with that and with the kids. Like that's exciting. I'm trying to look for like adult sized jump castles too. Because again, yes, we are big kids at the end of the day. So yeah, there you go.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And then Gabe, I'll throw that back to you because we do have upcoming events that we'll be sharing, and one of the next ones will be part of the book club. If you want to come in and share about that.
Yes, first off, after a brief hiatus of book club, we were glad to bring it back because again, we have so many people in the community who are just devourers of books. And as was stated earlier, that Jedi love to talk. So put the two together, and what do you have? You got a book discussion. So yes, we are just so excited. A previous one was a very good discussion, and it can get very high-minded at times, but it's also very practical. So that's what I love about each of these books. Like they can be very just sci-fi, fantasy focused, but in the end, like you can always draw a little kernel of something out of it and just apply it to your everyday life. And it's just a little fun way to reconnect with people. So our next one is going to be coming up on Tuesday, December 9th. That's at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central Time. And we are going to be discussing a Star Wars book on Mace Windu, specifically The Glass Abyss by Stephen Barnes. And that should be a very good discussion. There's already been pre-discussion about it amongst a few people and saying like, oh, this was a difficult book for me, but I'll give it another shot. It's like, yes, I do have a soft spot of myself for Mace Windu. And when you compare Legends versus what it is now, there is a little difference. But again, we can talk about more about that in the discussion. I'll just put that there as a little teaser. We do have our in-person discussion on Zoom, but we do recognize not everybody can make the discussion. So we also allow for follow-up conversation on the Discord. And I just love those. And just to have people get the opportunity to just express themselves. Because also we do have people who are a little bit more introverted and can't really speak to one another, but they are just a fount of knowledge and can express themselves through writing. So I'm just glad that we have multiple forms to have that kind of conversation and just around something that's very near and dear to my heart, and that's books. I am a huge bibliophile. I've organized my own books according to the Library of Congress. So just come at me with any book or literature, and I can probably talk up a storm or even find it for you. So that's fantastic. So Just very excited to have our next book club, and that's just in a couple weeks. So I'm very looking forward to it.
Yes, thank
I
you.
must interject here. I support any Jedi who wields a purple lightsaber. And that's just the way it is for me.
Yeah, yeah, thank you, Matt. There will be continuous book clubs too, and have been thinking of also having like a poll so people can vote on what book they want to explore next. But I believe right now it's like every other month, but we'll be posting up upcoming events that way we can have that in there. You can plan for it. But beyond the book club that's going to be coming up, our next big event is going to be Voices of the Force, which is our online IJF gathering that's going to be coming up. It's going to be December 27th and December 28th, so that weekend. If you're available, please join. It will be through Zoom. It is going to start around 9 a.m. EST and about 9 p.m. EST, so about 12 hours or so. We're still looking for presenters. So if you are looking, if you want to share your class, like I said, this community is built with each other. So if there is a class that you would like to present, and we can help you create the platform, this will be it. We do have an application form here because that you can fill out. I'm going to put it in the chat. So that way you have that resource, but basically fill that out if you are interested, and then we can talk about the class and then see what time works best for you. I'm excited about this event coming up because we already have a few people that are going to be teaching, a few people who really want to share their knowledge with us, and even some people who just got here, they're already excited to share their own skill sets. So if you have something that you want to share with the community and apply, please reach out. That way we can get you in the books. But the deadline for that will be December the 15th. That way we have a week to close out stuff. But please look that over and see if there's something you would like to share. And then some other exciting news for upcoming events is going to be Sophia's fitness classes. You want to come in and share about what's going to be going on?
Yes. Starting in January, I'm going to be I can't even say it's just me. Claire is going to be helping me with fitness classes. We're going to be aiming for every other weekend. I know some people, when I say fitness classes, they're already like, "Oh, I don't know what I can do. I don't know if I can." I always say, give it a try. I'll be doing like standing versions, and Claire would be doing seated versions of everything. So no matter what your fitness level, there is a way for you to participate. We do plan on working on different things every week, whether it be working on flexibility, whether it be working on HIIT, which is high intensity and interval training. You're trying to work on your cardiovascular, you're trying to work on just strength training, upper body, lower body, core, working on a little bit of everything. It's funny, I've been a trainer and a specialized trainer now for over a decade. And of all the things that I specialize in, stretching has always been like my least favorite, but within the last 3 years, integrated neuromuscular stretching has just become such a huge part of a lot of healing that I've done for a lot of my clients. And so, really it's amazing. If you guys have been listening to my journals or some things I've been talking about, one of my clients in particular, a couple years ago, he had his hips crushed in a car crash. And when we first met literally this time last year, he came in walking hunched over with the cane. And now, I mean, we have made it so far that I'm like trying to discharge him, but he's like, he still keeps coming back. He's like, well, I'm getting stronger. And I mean, right now, like we are sprinting with each other. I know I've put that in the chat, like that literally made me cry watching him sprint to a person that was told that he would never walk normally again. And he is darn near outrunning me in a sprint shot. He will show up at my job and say, you know, are you ready? You ready right now? And I'm like, but I'm tired right now. He was like, I don't want to hear it. Let's go. And I'm like, dang it, man. So, but I have to beat him because if he beats me, like again, I'm very competitive, and if he beats me, then he's gonna, you know, I feel like he won't be motivated. I know he'll still be motivated. Um, and so it gets very bittersweet because me and him are getting down to our last few sessions, and we were supposed to do core the other day because he's, I mean, lost 60 pounds. He's just feeling himself now. He's just killing it. I mean, just doing everything. He's getting ready for like a Spartan race. So again, to go have a person go from like having their hips crushed until they couldn't walk again to us now a year later, he's training and gearing up for a Spartan race is just amazing. And why I'm saying this when it comes back to stretching, and he was like, all right, let's go beat me up today. And we, right when we were about to start doing something, he was like, yeah, no, I'm not feeling it. And I was like, our whole session turned into stretching because he had been going so hard and making so many advances that he forgot the basics of what we had been going over at that, hey, for everything you do, you need to be doing just as much, if not more stretching. So I definitely want to definitely put some classes in on that. It's amazing how tight people are and they don't realize how tight they are and why they're not moving correctly. So mobility and intermuscular and stretching is just going to be a lot of part of it. So like, so we're going to be, and I'll put up each class what we're going to aim for. Corvo without the broken toe, before pre-broken toe, could tell you we had a good session working on the core. I like, and also as well, I'm definitely going to open up more when it comes to advertising that I'm doing fitness assessments for Jedi. And like I always say, I never charge. I never charge for, you know, Jedi family. I never charge for your family, which again, yeah, he said he was doing it until he got hurt. Which again, like, you know, again, it's knowledge. Please take it. Use me for that. This is like my passion. I love this. I love helping people, healing people. Take this information, and as a, you know, I don't charge for this, but of course, there's one. I want to say Nadir's wife. I've been working with her. She asked how much charge. We do not. I'm not going to charge. I do this as a service, but we'll take donations. The donations are up on the site. We take donations, whatever you got. Even if you don't, you can give me some jokes, and that works just as well. As long as you are living your best life and you are getting better and you're able to move better, you're be able to serve your community better. Then that means, you know, we're making a difference in the world. So definitely hit me up for that. We, like I said, we'll be starting that in January. Again, thank you to Claire for had to make sure she was okay with it, and she's all for it. Like I said too, she is amazing as my go-to model sometimes. So when we go into stretching, I'm definitely in my mind already picture her as being like my go-to model and doing the stretches and things. And she doesn't even know that yet. So, you know, just I was like, yeah, she didn't even know that yet. She's like, oh, you think me? Like, yes, it's gonna be you, because then I can describe it. So, so thank her for that. Thank you, Claire.
you.
Thank you, Claire. And if you guys don't know, Claire does a lot in the background when it comes to IJF, you know, so she's always very supportive. So yeah, that's what's coming up in January. And of course, those classes are going to be like just 30 minutes. We're going to, you know, go through it. I won't hold you up all day because again, it does not take a lot of time to change your life. 30 minutes out of your day, even sometimes 15 minutes out of your day can truly change, you know, your fitness journey. And if you know me very well, I do believe your health is extremely tied into, you know, your spiritual and your mental. They are all connected. That is something that I teach and preach and live by in the SAGE program. I do believe, you know, again, we are vessels for the Force. We are given this body by the Force. This is the, you know, greatest gift that could ever be given to us. So it's in our best interest to take care of it. The body is the most complex machine ever made, ever, ever. Find something more complex in the body. I dare you to, because anything you look at in this universe, you can compare it to the body. And my God, the body is just amazing, the stuff that we can do and overcome and come back from and build up to and be better than. So, yes, again, shut me up because when it comes to this, I can go on all day. Every day you see I get started. So, yes, that's coming up in January. Just as well. In January, let me make sure I pull this up because I do not want to get this wrong. Jedi Britannia has got events coming up in January. No, I put my notes somewhere and I didn't, I lost them. Boom. All right. So yes, in January, Jedi Britannia has events coming up as well as a chapter. Two events and next events will be decided on the weekend of 18th of January, 2026. If you are in Jedi Britannia, they do have the votes going on. They are having conversations on how to get involved. So please, please, if you are in the UK area, get in there, get out there, make it happen. Darcy said they are leaning towards a spiritual meditation retreat, which is awesome. That'll be huge for the UK. So yeah, we're big ups to our UK buddies across the pond. You know, hats off to you. No, wait, that's Australian. See, I don't have a UK accent. I tried. Darn it. So yeah. Uh, yeah, that's what I got. But there. Then I also events coming up next up would be going down the timeline would be the summer gathering. Yes, the IJF summer gathering for 2026. That is July 23rd to the 26th of 2026. That'll be in Virginia Beach. This will be the first time a gathering has been at the beach. Yes, we're going to be on the beach, boy. I'm excited for that. So make sure you get those bathing suits. They are on the site. We got some IJF bathing suits coming up. I already got mine. That's right, I already got my IJF bathing suit. So I've been dieting hard just to make sure that I look right in this bathing suit. I'm excited for that. The theme of this one is definitely healing and the ineffable. So, you know, we're going to be talking about the Force. We're going to talk about healing. Again, that's my favorite subjects. And then me and then Karina and Ross will be hitting up with the food. So if you haven't had some Southern soul food dishes, sometimes you definitely want to see some because I'm definitely going to be on the grill. Ooh, I'm gonna be on that grill cooking up, boy. And see that my Geechee's coming out on me on that one. So I'm really excited for that. I'm gonna be making like things that I can't even eat because I'm vegan. So, but I'm excited because again, I love, serving people and I love people eating things. So, even for that too, for the IJF gathering in 2026, for the US gathering in 2026, we do need presenters. So, as we get closer to, we will be doing that rollout. You guys always see every year we're having, putting up the flyers for the classes coming out. That's going to be huge. And just as well, as Karina said, yes, I am very competitive and big when it comes to lightsabers. So there is talks, and hear me out, there is talks right now that there probably will be a lightsaber tournament. So if you say you are like that, you need to show up and show out. There will be a prize on deck. Oh man, because I definitely want to see it. I like that. So yeah, gathering is coming up. That is not man, that comes up so fast. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I grew up at the beach, so that's me all
Yeah,
day, every day.
the dates for those will be July 23rd to July 26th, 2026. And tickets are available on the site now, if you wanted to get a heads up on that, but we will be promoting that as the time goes on too. So I just wanted to mention that. But right now we do have an early bird special. So if you can buy your tickets before April 10th, you do get a bit of a discount. Prices will be going up after that, but just so you guys are aware of that. And with that, I think those are most of the events currently, but we will be updating stuff along with the server. There's certain things that we'll be putting up to make the events easier to keep a track of. But with that, I think we could jump into a couple more announcements. We're almost there. So Gabe's going to come in to share a little bit more of finances, and then we're going to have an exciting announcement, and then we'll open for Q&As for any leftover questions. Archmars, is this pertaining to the last comment, or can I wait for the Q&As?
I guess I could wait. It was just pertaining to the event.
Okay, yeah, we'll open the floor in a second here. We're almost done.
Sorry.
No worries. I just wanted to check, make sure, acknowledge you're fine. But yeah, go ahead, Gabe. Please share the update.
Yes, and it's very fitting to have just talked about the gathering because gatherings are always the biggest money mover in the organization. That is, right now we currently have across the IJF and its chapters, we have around $2,000, which would officially, as end of October, we have 1,968 and 66 cents, and as an uh, a nonprofit, we do need to make sure that we are very transparent with all of our finances. And so we do have a record of all the transactions. And if you ever do want to look up all of this stuff, you can just go ahead and ask myself or anybody else on the council, and we'll be happy to send you over copies of everything. But just wanted to give you a quick update that yes, right now we're at about roughly 2,000. And again, a lot of that is done because of gatherings, but we cannot subsist on gatherings alone. We do require the help and support of everybody, so that's why we always will gladly accept any donations that people have. To accept things via Cash App, via Zelle, and you can always go even to our little shop at the Jedi Federation webpage, and that's where we were just talking about before about getting the T-shirts, about getting the swimsuits, and I too have been working on my dieting so that I can, rock out one of the swimsuit apparels too. It's like, yeah, we're very friendly for both men and women. So it's just, yeah, and there's a lot of cool stuff there. And in fact, one of the things that I've been having my eye on is the blanket. And right now that it's getting very cold, a nice warm IJF blanket will do the job. So I'm just very excited. And there will be some things coming up along the way as well. And again, I just have putting in little teasers there for people so that they can keep coming back. And with that, yes, that way we can continue.
All right, thank you. And all right, Sophia has a really fun announcement for tonight because we do have a big event coming later on today. Go ahead.
Right. Yes, this is the big, we save the best for last. This is the biggest because to me, this is the biggest announcements of the entire day. I had to stop myself from slipping this out a couple times in a few places. This is really important. Reason why is because I believe that, what I'm about to say is just like from the heart. So I believe that, the Jedi Knight is the backbone, of this organization. I believe the Jedi Knights are the backbone of this community. And it's funny, me and Matt actually had a talk about Knights yesterday. And I said I'm gonna use this again. I said that if you ever go to the arcade and you get those grab arms in the machines, and I feel that if you had a grab arm and you grabbed a knight out of this community, no matter where they be from, that knight should represent what the best of this community has to offer, and they always should, because then that's I mean that's yes, there is the master to reach for, but the knight is like that first step on real biggest step on a person's journey, and they should always bring the best of the community and always represent the best of this community, no matter where they are, be it online, offline, in public, integrity in the dark. It doesn't matter. They should always be shining and being that being that one and being that representative of this community. So that being said. We are happy to announce that tonight at 8 p.m., as you know him, Jedi Knight Jason Fackler, aka Redneck Jedi, aka Knight of the Bluegrass, aka lead Knight of Knights of the Bluegrass. Yes, he has a lot of AKAs. He loves these titles. Will be knighting his apprentice, Jedi Archer Gento, which soon we'll be saying Jedi Knight Archer Gento. Yes, he has made it through made all of the teachings. He has made it through the program. He made it through the apprenticeship. He's made it through the trials. He has made it. And again, if that grab arm in the arcade grabbed him, he would be a person to represent this community as a whole. And I'm very proud of that. And I'm very proud to see what he accomplishes going forward. I know that he is a Jedi that is huge on lightsabers, and he is wanting to bring a lot of new ideas as in katas and teachings, lightsaber teachings to the community, which we as a community always need. Karina Jedi Knight Adastraya has said that too. That is a niche in this community that just an itch in this community that just never gets scratched enough, so we do need that. And so yes, I'm very proud to announce that. I'm very proud. We will be putting a link for that in the Zoom. That's going to be live because he said that he did not want to just do this alone. He wanted the community to be invited to it. He wanted everyone to see this accomplishment. So you are all invited tonight. Again, that's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I did put it on the calendar, but I didn't want to say his name yet because I wanted to wait till we can make the announcement. So that link will be in the calendar. That link will also be emailed to everyone after this. Yes, alarm set. Because I do think that was awesome that he said, what, I want it live, I want it Zoom, I want it to be done for everyone to see it. So yeah, good. Because a lot of times, sometimes they happen, off and they're not filmed, and that's the first thing he says. I want everyone to be there that can be there. So big shout out and big ups to Archer. Again, he's not here at the moment, but you'll be seeing him tonight doing his thing. So all right, that is very
Yeah.
happy. Yes, congratulations. I know.
Congratulations. I'm
Yes.
so excited. Every nighting, I'm not glad Sophia said that, but yes, every nighting is so special. Just it's like an announcement that you're continuing to serve your community. So I'm really always glad when there's a new person who's walking on the path and representing that so beautifully. But with that, that pretty much brings out all the main announcements that we have for today. We know we threw a lot at you. There's a lot of exciting stuff happening. So please, this is a moment to ask all the clarifying questions or any questions that might come up or anything that maybe we didn't address. But this is it. The floor is open. Please unmute. Go ahead. Or raise your hand, whatever. Archer, I think you had a question. Yeah. I mean, Arch Mars, yes.
What is the cutoff date for getting tickets for the?
The cutoff date, it doesn't come until closer to the end of I guess close to July, but the early bird special ends April 10th. So
Okay, but for going at all, it's like right up against the date.
yeah.
Okay.
My
Yeah, pretty
only
much
question
July.
is, so are we gonna have ice cream after this?
You inviting? Are you gonna go?
No, yeah. I mean, I got a teleport machine I haven't told anybody about, so maybe I can give everybody some ice cream.
Sounds good.
No,
Yeah.
no, but seriously, I just wanted to say it's been a good town hall. Thank you all, and may the force be with us all. And I will see y'all around. Hopefully, I'll be able to make the 8 o'clock night class. What is it? Jedi, redneck, this, that, and the other. There was too many titles for me to
There's too many
remember.
titles. Archer Jinto is his name.
So I'm hoping to make that. But I thank you all, and I'll see y'all around.
Yeah, thank you, man. I know we'll be seeing you at the gathering, right? This summer you're coming.
Yeah, I'll be at the next one. Yes.
So we'll see you.
Matt's already got his
But-
ticket. Yeah,
but
Matt is
pop
already
in
got
Unless
his
this-
death do me part, I will be there.
Bless. Well, have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Bye.
All
friend.
right. One love in the Jedi community.
Yes, for the course be with you.
All right.
All right. Any other questions or comments or thoughts?
I do have an idea
Sure.
because I notice how for having like games and stuff going on, for getting in, probably if people would be open to it, I'd be open to running like TTRPG for Star Wars like once a month or something.
Ooh, yes. RPG once a month.
Okay.
Yeah, message me details of your availability, how you want to run that, and then we can just brainstorm stuff and how that we can do that and promote that. But yeah, that's a great idea. Thank you so much for volunteering.
No problem. Running those things, especially with the group that I'm running right now, and I will admit this, it is a huge table. I've got like 10 players for my regular game that I'm running now, so it does become crazy. But having a large group of like anywhere from 8 or 9 players, I'm comfortable with, so we could probably fit a lot of people in there.
Nice. Yeah.
And
message me and we can brainstorm, see what platform or what you're doing right now to be able to host that. But yeah, message me and we can start organizing and how to promote that, and get that out there. But yeah, I'm glad. Thank you. That's wonderful.
Problem.
Wars. Any other thoughts, ideas, comments? Friends, we don't want to keep the rest of your Saturday. Well, we're really happy for everybody that came and showed up and shared space and hung out and shared their good news, and people who just came in to say hello. This has been really exciting to catch up.
Yeah.
AJF is going to continue growing, and we're just going to continue listening to the community because we built it because we continue to serve the community in the way that you guys show or tell us that you need. But we are really excited to continue growing as a community and walk together. So thank you everybody for coming and joining and just hanging out and chit-chatting and celebrating, and see you guys later on today at 8 p.m. Eastern, where we will be celebrating New Night Archer-Jinto. So please come and join us for that. But other than that, may the force be with everybody. Please enjoy
May the
the
force
rest of
be
your
with you.
day. May the
This is
force
with you all.
May the force be with you all. Absolutely.
Yes.